Hello everyone, I am going to explain some questions from chapter 7 miscellaneous exercise from 12th class maths. So today I am going to start from question number 9. Question 9 is y is equal to 12 bracket 1 minus cos t, then x is equal to 10 t minus sin t, and here we have to find out dy over dx we have to find out. So to find out dy over dx, since y and x are separately in the terms of t, so this is a parametric equation. So in that situation, first we have to find out dy over dt, because y is in terms of t. Then we have to find out dx over dt, and then we have to divide dy over dt with respect with dx over dt. So this is the pattern. So now when we have to follow this pattern, when x and y separately given in some other variables term, in that situation we have to follow this pattern. So first I wrote here y, then I differentiated it with respect to t. So when we differentiate it, this 12 will behave as the coefficient. So 12 as it is, one differentiation is 0, and sin t differentiation, cos t differentiation is minus sin t. That's why here minus minus plus sin t came. So when we'll open it, we'll get only 12 sin t. That is my equation first. Now we'll start from x. That is, we'll differentiate it again with respect to t. So when we differentiate it, 10 will behave as coefficient. T differentiation is 1, because we are differentiating it with respect to t. That's why t differentiation is 1. Sin t differentiation is cos t. Now we divide this equation. Here I think I wrote wrong. Equation 1 will divide from equation 2. So change it, student, in statement. Divide equation 1 from equation 2. That will give you this line, dy over dt divided by dx over dt. So divide them, and after dividing it, first I cancel it by 2. Now here this sin t and 1 minus cos t you can change in the form of t upon 2 angle. So first sin t. So sin t I wrote as sin 2 multiplied by t upon 2, because if we cancel this 2 and this 2 is going to be sin t. So sin t I splitted as 2 multiplied by t upon 2, and down 1 minus cos t, direct formula is 2 sin square t by 2. So this formula very frequently we had used in this complete exercise. So I hope it's clear to you. This formula arrived from cos 2 theta formula. So just if you know, then it's okay. Unless just learn it. 1 minus cos t is the formula of 2 sin square t upon 2. Now here it is in the form of sin 2 theta, that is 2 sin theta cos theta. That's why with the help of this formula, 2 sin theta cos theta, it's going to be 2 sin t upon 2 and cos t upon 2. Now this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Sin t upon 2 and sin t upon 2 will cancel. So we are remain with cos and sin. Cos upon sin is cot. So that's our answer. So I hope this question is clear to you. So in this, y and x are separately given in terms of t. So first we found dy over dt, then we calculated dx over dt, then we divided both the equations, and we had used sin 2 theta and cos 2 theta formula. That by that we obtained our answer. Now we move to the question number 10th. In question number 10th, we have an equation like this, and we have to find out dy over dx. That's why first I assumed it as y, and directly differentiate, because it's not implicit function, we can differentiate it directly with respect to x. So when we differentiate it, sin inverse x direct differentiation formula is available, that is 1 upon root 1 minus x square. And when we differentiate it, same this formula we use, but instead of x, this complete root 1 minus x square will behave as x. So what is the formula of sin inverse x? 1 upon root 1 minus x square. So when we will apply the same formula here, it's going to be 1 upon root 1 minus x square, means root 1 minus x square square. And but it's not x, it's not the simplest form like this x, so we have to use the chain rule. So when we use the chain rule, first we will differentiate 1 minus x square root. So root we can write as power half. So we are going to use the formula of x to the power n, that is n x n minus 1. Again I am explaining this step how I obtain. We have to use the chain rule to differentiate this term. So we'll write this root symbol in the form of power. So we can imagine that it is in the form of 1 minus x square power half. So x to the power n. So what is n here? Half. That's why half, then complete bracket, half minus 1. Now we have to apply the chain rule again inside. So when we apply the chain rule, 1 differentiation is 0 and minus x square differentiation is minus 2x. Now this half minus 1 becomes minus half. So and if we have any bracket power minus half, means because of minus symbol it will move in the denominator, because of half root symbol will come. That's why just see this step, this 2 as it is and this minus 2x I wrote here, and when we solve this it becomes minus half, so that minus half shifted down, and this term as it is, and this term when we do the square here, this root and square will cancel and we will obtain only 1 minus x square. That's why like this. Now in next step, this term as it is, and here this 2 and this 2 will cancel, and this minus x shifted with multiplied with 1 and becomes minus x here. Now here also root and here also root, so they will multiply each other, and I opened here the bracket, so sign will change here, minus 1 and plus x square. Now this minus and this minus will remove, x square will come out from the root in next step. So see here, minus minus becomes 0 and x square here, this x square will come out from the root and x get cancelled by x, so we will obtain here 1 upon root 1 minus x square. Now same term minus same term is 0. So students, here this differentiation, this step is very important step, don't get confused. So when you have to differentiate sine inverse root 1 minus x square, follow the same formula 1 upon root 1 minus x square, but instead of x we have here root 1 minus x square, so it came here. Then apply the chain rule and differentiate root 1 minus x square. So to differentiate root 1 minus x square, first imagine it in the form of power notation. So it's going to be 1 minus x square power half. So when you will differentiate with the help of x to the power n, it's going to be half x half minus 1. So instead of x we have 1 minus x square. Again apply the chain rule to differentiate it again. So that will give you minus 2x. And now when you will subtract here, you will get minus half, that's why it came down. Then simple plus minus and open the bracket is there, and you will obtain this step. So like this question completed. I hope both the questions are clear to you, and if you have any doubt you can write in comments so that I can clear out. Thank you.